So I've been investing in tax defaulted real estate for over 20 years now. And one thing I hear all the time is, where do I even find a tax sale list? By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to find every tax sale list that you will ever need without paying anybody. I'm going to show you the step-by-step process to locate where these lists are posted and how to pull them in just minutes. Most beginners waste hours online searching for this information, or they even buy outdated lists. But once you go through this video, you will be able to open your laptop and find real taxable opportunities anytime you want. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you and show you how this process works. So right now we're on ChatGPT and I'm gonna say, name me a random county and state. And we're gonna do this with a few different counties and a few different states just to kind of give you an idea on how to access these lists. So we're gonna search Google for this county here. We'll do Cumberland County. Very simple process. Cumberland County, North Carolina. And we'll type the words tax sale behind it. Oops, we got to spell that right. All right, tax sale. So we'll have tax foreclosure sales. Literally, the very first link that pops up is going to be the link for the tax foreclosure sales in this county. So it looks like right now it's probably a small county, or maybe they just have a few this time. They've got 3 properties that are available on the tax sale list. Now, when you look at this list, what you will see is that you'll see the owner's name, parcel number, and the tax bill number, along with the property location and the sale date. Now, what you need to understand is just finding this list, I think we found this list in a matter of 15, 20 seconds, right? Just finding this list is not enough. You need to know how to research these properties, and that's going to be a video for a different time. Let's go back and we will search another one. Let's do it again. Let's see. How about Benton County, Arkansas? Perfect. So we will go and we will search Benton County, Arkansas. Very same process. Benton County, AK tax sale. Oops, that's Alaska, right? Benton County, AR. All right, so we got Benton County, Arkansas, and we've got Arkansas Commissioner of State Lands, judicial sales and foreclosures. Now, if you're not certain what they call them in your area, look, it actually says, if you're looking for information concerning delinquent tax property, please visit the state commissioner's websites. That is going to be, the top link will be for bank-owned properties and foreclosures and stuff like that. But right below it, Arkansas Commissioner of State Lands. So right here we have their website. They have a public auction calendar, post-auction sales on the properties that were bid on, all that good stuff. So let's take a look at the public auction calendar, and we were looking for Benton County. So we'll scroll down. It looks like there are no properties yet. Oh, there's Benton County right there. So it tells you the next sale was actually a month ago. They haven't quite updated this list yet, but it was September the 9th, 2025. It looks like in the Benton Event Center. Let's take a look and see what was on that list, if we can still get it. Yeah. So all these properties have sold. These properties sold $1,800, $171, $1,500, $1,100, $16,000. So all these properties are properties that have sold. So you scroll down and, again, when you see these lists, the magic isn't really, once you kind of understand how to find these lists, the magic really isn't in the list itself. It's in these things called parcel numbers, where we can search these properties. And if you're curious, just want a general idea, you basically take this parcel number, type it into the assessor's page. That will give you a quick overview of the property. Then there's lots and lots of other things that you need to research as well. And that's obviously something that we teach inside of Tax Sale Headquarters, which you can visit at taxsalehq.com if you're interested in that. We have a entire masterclass on learning how to research property. We have our workshops, question and answer sessions to make sure you get any of your questions answered. And we got a fantastic community that we go through. We have different strategies that we post. We have the wins that people are talking about, 11 comments on this one. So that's Tax Sale HQ. But anyhow, back to our exercise. So that's how that's how you would find Benton County. Let's do another one. Let's do it again. We're just going to keep going through a whole bunch of random counties, because I'm going to show you how easy this is. Marion County, Indiana. All right, we will look at Marion County, Indiana. Not Marion County, Florida, Marion County, Indiana. Tax sale. And if you don't know if it's a tax lien state or tax deed state, you usually just put the word tax sale there and see what happens, right? All right, so you got to make sure you get the right state. So, for example, this state right here is going to be Florida. That's Florida. But we do have tax sale reports here. We got a prepare for tax sale thing right here. Go ahead and switch those around. Take a look at it. So Marion County Treasurer's Office, we know right off the bat, if we need to contact somebody, if we have questions about this, these are going to be the folks that we need to call. 2025 annual tax lien sale is going to take place Friday, October 10th. That's going to be in 2 days from the recording of this video. So you can take a look. You can log in to GovEase is what the website that they use. View auctions. And boom, here are all the properties that they are selling at the tax lien auction in the state. Actually, that's California there. So let's scroll down. So right off the bat, if you're looking for California or Colorado or Iowa, Indiana, that's the one we're looking for right here. The no auctions to display right now. Maybe they're not on there yet. Not sure exactly what the deal is with them. But regardless, if you have any questions, can't find the list, maybe the list is expired or whatever else situation happened, at least right now, you can contact Marion County Treasurer's Office. All right, let's look at another city and state. Let's do it again, and we will this time pick Lancaster, Nebraska. And I'm doing these random, just random areas because I want you to understand how easy this is. Whether it's, I don't want you to think that I had this information that I, pre-researched or anything like that. These are just on-the-fly counties that we are both learning about together. Okay, so Lancaster County, top link, tax sale information. It takes us to the tax sale information page. Has purchasing information, tax sale forms, the W-9, frequently asked questions, delinquent tax listings. A lot of times too, if you go through these different websites, you will find quite a bit of information just on the website itself. If you're curious about how the process works or, whatever it is, it's time to just look, just spend a few minutes, spend that time and figure out all you can about the tax sale, right? There's information right here that we can search for this particular area. Let's do another county. Let's do another one. Looks like I hit the limit for this chat GPT. We're going to look up Harris County, Texas. Tax sale. All right, so again, right off the bat, we've got two links right here at the very top. Let's see, we'll search this one. We will see what it says. Now, I've actually been to a few of these different counties, but I'm just for the sole purpose of this exercise, I'm going to show you what's going on. So the next sale date is November the 4th, 2025. Looks like they do not have their list posted yet, which is not uncommon, especially if you're, this is a past sale. Let's see if there's information on here. Okay, I agree. Yeah, there's no information on here since it's a past sale. So we're in between sales right now in this particular county. Let's go to, actually, let's just do Google and see if Google will name a random county for us now. But what I'm saying is, if you're between auctions, or maybe there's an auction that happens in June in your state, maybe Oklahoma, right? And there's an auction that happens in June, and you search in August or September, they might not have any information on their website. So you still might call them, or they might be very, very basic information. So just because you don't happen to see it on their website does not mean you need to go out there and buy a list, or that somebody's gatekeeping or anything like that. It might just mean that they don't have anything available at that moment. So, if you're that curious, either check back in the future or call them. All right, name a random county state. Let's use, okay, sure, Alachua County, Florida. Perfect. Alachua County, Florida tax sale. Right off the bat. What you'll find too is a lot of states will actually contract with third-party auction type companies, and this auction goes through a company called Real Foreclose. They handle foreclosures and tax deed sales in a number of different states. So I'm sorry, a number of different counties. Let's click on this real quick. Okay. All right. So this is the website right here, and you can actually click down here. You can see the Arizona sale that they hold, the Colorado sales they hold, all the Florida sales they hold. So, if you want a tax list in the state of Florida, this is probably a really good website for you to take a look at. Just scroll through it. If you want to look at, let's say, Clay tax deed, we have auction calendar. They have 7 properties that are going up for tax deed. Actually, those are properties that are already sold. And it looks like most of them got redeemed except for one. Let's look at another county in Florida, for example. Let's go to let's do Hillsborough tax deeds. So you see, it's really, and they've got one just about every single week. They're selling tax deeds there. So they got some. Looks like opening bid 16,000, assessed value $228,000. That's probably something you want to look at. 5,000, assessed values 80,000. Obviously, these assessed values, the property could be burned down, so it could be worth a few $1,000s. But just at first glance, $15,000 opening bid, assessed value $217,000. So again, finding list is not really the difficult part. You can see right now we can go out to Colorado if we wanted to. We can look at the Denver, let's look at the Denver Treasurer deed and see what they have available. All right, so they've got one that they're selling this month. It looks like it's sold to a third-party bidder. So, it's not that difficult to find these lists. Even, let's see, Arizona. Let's look at a few Mojave tax deeds. All right, so properties and sell dates. They've got none this month. So this is an area that they don't have anything that's upcoming. So their calendar's empty. You just might want to check back, at some point in the future. Let's do one more county, and then we will call it. And we're random county and state. Don't want to do Alachua again. We just did that one. Pick a random state for us. All right. So you've got Maine. Let's look up just Maine tax sales. Let's say we're not even sure about a particular county. So right off the bat, you got Portland. You've got the city tax acquired. Let's go right here. Let's go to city of Belfast, and we'll look at their tax sale information. It tells you about the policies, and it tells you about the different bidder responsibilities, that kind of stuff. And it tells you about the process right here. And more than likely, it'll tell you have a date or something along here, or somewhere on their website that will tell you, hey, you need to check back around this time or come back in the future, that kind of thing. Let's look at Maine Revenue Services, tax acquired properties. So it looks like they actually don't have it on their website, but they list it with this company called On Point Realty. So, every state's a little bit different. Locating different information about the properties is a little bit different. In some areas, tax deed properties or even tax liens might not be all that profitable, but in other areas, they are. And luckily, finding those tax sale lists is a very, very easy thing to do. It's very, very simple to find these lists. A lot of people think, you have to have some secret insider access. You need to pay a company hundreds and hundreds of dollars a year to get these lists, or $100 a month, I've actually heard of. $99 a month for people to get access just to these tax lists. These tax lists are free. They're very, very easy to access. And once you know how to do it, you can do it in a matter of seconds. Again, the most important thing, the sweet sauce when it comes to finding those tax lists is not what you see, not locating the list. It's actually what is on those, and it's learning how to research those properties, learning how to put forth profitable strategies for tax deeds and tax liens. And of course, that's the type of stuff that we teach you inside the Tax Sell HQ. We teach you how to research properties. We teach you the strategies. We teach you everything that you need to know. And you can learn this alongside a lot of very, very supportive investors that want you to succeed alongside them. We also have live Q&As where you get all your questions answered and that kind of stuff. So hopefully we see you inside Tax Sell HQ. In the meantime, hopefully this video has helped you to find some tax sale list very easily and, of course, free. Hey, take care, folks. Bye-bye.